Come on. Oh, this isn't a video game? Oh, I wouldn't have known that. Oh, yeah! You know when something is so close to being perfect and it just misses the mark completely? That's what I thought about this movie. Act of Valor had potential to be one of the best war movies I've ever seen. Up there with Saving Private Ryan, The Hurt Locker, Black Hawk Down. But there were parts of it that just didn't work out. The action scenes in this movie were amazing. Some of the best action scenes I think I've ever seen. They're definitely up there with the best movies. The camera work was fantastic for the most part. The panning of it was great. It was really high quality. The first action scene, it's kind of a mix between Shooter and Black Hawk Down. Because they got the troops going in, just sweeping corners, it's perfect. And then they got the guy in the background sniping guys off. It's one of the top sniper scenes I've ever seen in a movie. That was awesome. Through all the action scenes, I was just like, man, this is great. And then they talked. Oh, these guys are not actors. From the very first word in the movie that he narrates, I was like, oh, this guy's obviously not an actor. And you knew he wasn't going into the movie. He was a Navy SEAL. All the guys are Navy SEALs. They're not actors. I was like, okay, the acting's gonna be bad, but it was really bad. It kind of ruined it for me. I like good acting. That's the number one thing I look for in a good movie is the acting. So having bad acting really killed it for me. And even though I was expecting it, it wasn't there. I mean, it was as bad as the first three Star Wars, like The Phantom Menace, Clone Wars, and Revenge of the Sith. Actually, it wasn't as bad as those three. Those were horrible. I mean, it was bad. He starts off narrating, I'm just like, oh no. And I almost fell asleep the first 10 minutes of this movie. And I never, ever fall asleep during movies. So to say that I almost fell asleep was just like, it needed to start off better. It didn't grab me from the beginning. But then once the action started, I was sucked in completely. I was completely enthralled. And then they went to that first person shooter mode camera where it was like, I thought I was in a video game and I was like, this would have been cool in a not so serious of movie. Action movie, yes, or war movie, yeah. Not Act of Valor. It would have fit better in a movie like Shooter where it's kind of dorky, kind of, but not really. But this one's supposed to be like really serious and it was kind of cheesy. There were a couple other things I didn't like about it. The storyline was just kind of vague. It was obvious that it was not written really well. You put the bad acting with an average storyline with great action, and you get a really good action movie that I wouldn't want to watch very often. It really had potential to be so good, just wasn't. The directors wanted to have all Navy SEALs just to make it more realistic, and it did. But if they would have had a good actor in it, he would have done just as good a job in the action scenes. I mean, come on, look at Band of Brothers, Saving Private Ryan, The Hurt Locker, Black Hawk Down. Those are 4 great movies, except for Band of Brothers. It's a miniseries. Awesome acting in those movies, and they could have put just one of those actors in there, had the Navy SEALs train him so he knew what to do, and it would have been so good. But instead, they just had the real Navy SEALs and it just was mediocre, had potential to be really good. If I was to buy this movie, I will buy it on Blu-ray for the special features, because the special features are going to be so good in this movie. There's going to be so many behind-the-scenes things, but I'm not going to buy the Blu-ray for the actual movie part of it. It's not worth owning. I mean, I'm not going to watch it again probably, other than maybe special features and one more time. If it's on DVD, I might pick it up. I wouldn't spend $30 on Blu-ray on it though. If I was to rate this movie, I would give it an 8 for awesomeness, because the action scenes were good, but for realisticness of a quality of a movie, it was a 6, just because the acting and the storyline were kind of vague or bad. And it was like a really high-budget recruitment video for the military, and it made me want to join. I mean, look at me. I could totally be a Navy SEAL. So it did what it was supposed to. I wasn't too impressed with the movie aspect of it. Let me know what you think. Did you see the movie? Did you like it? What did you think was good about it, bad about it? What's your favorite war movie? Comment below. Let me know. Please like the video if you liked it. If you didn't, then don't like it because obviously you didn't like it. Please subscribe. That always helps. Let me know what you guys think. Peace.